Let me put my leg. Let me put my little headset down so y'all can hear me. Jesus. Okay. Listen. If nobody else was tickled, I was tickled. Okay. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? If you new here, go ahead on and like, comment, subscribe, share me with your people so your girl can get back in that good old algorithm. If you've been here, y'all already know what to do because y'all my people. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, share me with your people, okay? And if you feel so inclined to do so, go ahead and join the channel, baby. We welcome you all over here. And if you would like to, bless the channel with a cash app or whatever, that's all together too. But I just thank y'all that I'm not sitting up in here by myself, okay? Because I was pushing the time back because all my faves was live, right? So, and I was like, I'm not gonna push it back, no more. But I try not to over go at the time, that my people going through, because I like to be up in there and support them as well. So y'all let me know if it's going too long. As we discuss Mark and Mark, then I'll come back some more if y'all tired and play the Kiki interview for y'all, that prosperity thick girl let us join in. But I wanted to kind of get both of those in there for y'all so y'all can go ahead and get to see, and then we could get ready for Saturday. Okay, so let me see who we got in here. Hey, Shy Town, my girl. Hey, Logger Curves. Okay. Hey, Simply Elegant One. Hey, Tracy. How are you? Hey, Gina. How are you? You have questions, Tracy? Oh, Tracy, I'm scared of your questions. I'm scared of your questions, but believe it or not, I walked out of that interview last night with questions as well. Hey Norris, how are you? Hey Vintage 1970. Hey Just Me Cheryl. Hey Pamela, how are you? Hey Cool Gamer, how are you? Hey Melissa. Hey Wine. Hey Love 7829D, how are you, my beautiful? Oh, Pamela, you speaking to Gina. I'm gonna speak to Gina again too. Hey, Gina. Hey, Kim Howard Melendez. How are you? Hey, Andrea. Hey, Linda, my boo. Hey, Auntie Natty. Hey, Kimmy Nicole. How are you? Hey, Neva. How are you? Hey, Chosen. Ooh, all the way from California. I feel special. Come on now. I was just enjoying your state, Chosen. Hey, sis. Hey, Alice Nicole, how are you now? The gray hair diva done interview Basement Bob. Girl, I saw it. I'm like, is he on a press tour? Hey, mother, I know you guys. I was trying to go as long as I could, but I didn't want the people not come. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Be glad when y'all be in here. You happy to see me back, but girl, make it make sense what was going on with, with Basement Billy playing with the people, girl, because he was playing all up in our face, all up in our face. Y'all, I can't. I can't. Hey, Lisa girl, 1100, how are you? Great lives all day. And now you, yes, girl. Hopefully, I could finish off the nightcap for y'all, okay? Hey, Shirley, that's my girl. I love me some Miss Shirley, baby. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Hey, Quinita, how are you? When I can look at my phone, okay. Oh, thank you for the Cash App, love. I appreciate you. I appreciate. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you, my boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We just say, I can't wait for this read, girl. First of all, y'all. First of all, now let me ask you this: is your name Conchita or Conchita? Let me know if I pronounce it with the H or if I pronounce it Conchita. Let me know because I don't like to be saying people name wrong. Um, And girl, if you say your name is Conchita, I'm gonna die. Cause I swear to God, y'all, when I used to go out and dudes used to holler at me, and if I ain't want to really talk to them, I used to tell them my name was Conchita. So that's why I really want to know, girl. That's why I really want to know. And I want to make sure if I'm reading your comment, I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. Y'all, if I pronounce your name wrong and I highlight your comment, please don't take it personal, baby. I be trying to sound it out. I be trying to sound it out. We say, was Stranger Things really riding around where Miss Van lived while he was on live? No, I don't think that man that man was in the basement at work in a tool closet getting the internet. Okay. I don't know what y'all, I'ma just say this. I know I was supposed to come to y'all last night and give my commentary, but I was so flabbergasted, y'all. Y'all, I was so flabbergasted. I was literally sitting here like, see when they clicked him off that link? Hey, really, my boo? See when they clicked him off that link? And just like you say, T, bitch, you owe me a drink. And when he said, I need a drink ASAP, I would listen. I was feeling him. It was everything. It was everything for me. Like, I can imagine you needing that drink. I can definitely imagine. I can see you needing it because, baby, I need it. First of all, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Shout out to the roast and review panel of Giving You the Real Tea. It was on his channel last night, along with Scotty by Nature. Scotty was everything for me. I want y'all to get off Scotty back. Like, y'all want people to do interviews with people where they hand them and hold them to task, and then when they do, you know, y'all mad at them for doing so. So I want y'all to get off Scotty. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a bit. I was stressed out and I wasn't even doing the interview, so I could just imagine. And it's very frustrating when you trying to interview somebody and they keep going roundabout and doing all of this and all of this while you try to ask the question. What? So shout out to them for doing the interview, and conducting it as professional as possible because baby, I would have really been dragging me because I'd have had to say thank you for coming long time ago, baby. My internet connection is, whew, whew. Baby, when he went to, I say, what the fuck is this? I got questions. I know y'all got questions. Child, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know whew, where to get started on this because it's so much but so little at the same time, right? It's so much because he said a lot and he talked in circles, but he didn't really say anything, and he busted himself with his whole plot plan and preservation. Like, girl, he talking about women be plotting, but sir, it seemed like you plotted on this lady coochie to get on the story. But we 11 minutes in, so let me go ahead and get started. So, baby, Basement Billy, that's what y'all call them. Whatever, broke Bob, whatever we want. Basement Billy, broke Bob, Thunder Thighs, Silver Tongue. I don't know what y'all want to call him, baby, but he arrives upon the scene. Okay, he arrives up on the scene. So when he come on, Scotty immediately like, because you could tell they knew it was gonna definitely be a difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they was traumatized after this. They didn't say that, y'all. That is me. I would have been traumatized if I'd have been interviewing him. But he comes on and he let us know that he got a job. He not sleeping in the woods today. And I'm like, oh, okay, good. You're trying to come in with a sense of humor. He was like, just to let y'all know, I live in the same hood as Micah. I'm like, well, girl, Why you ain't in that house in the same hood with Micah right now? Like you literally scheduled an interview while you was at work. But okay, I mean, hey, it's a each his own child. Cause sometimes, anyway, never mind. But all right, so apparently we in the broom closet at his job on this interview. So baby, he's sitting up there and he's talking and he let us know that his shirt had said "F your feelings." And so they was like, hey, whose brand is that? You can't wear that. So he had to flip it on inside out. And I'm like, oh, okay, that explains it. Some people said it. Um, that's what it was. But sir, the shirt still had a few little sweat stains or whatever. But it probably was hot that day. Y'all in Alabama. So I mean, child, I guess. I don't know. I mean, people sweat. Hey, Amy. Hey, Amy 16, how are you? So he gets to talking and doing all of this foolishness, y'all. And it was just one thing after another, after another. And if I commented on, hold on, what girl? You love me. What you want? Oh, yeah, I thought my baby was telling me she loved me. I thought I was about to say what you want. Sidebar, time out. So, y'all, my baby, who is a freshman, I girl, whatever. I can say what I want because this is a proud mama moment, and then I'm gonna get back to Basement Billy. She has been identified as an academically superior student. If you follow me on IG, you already know because I had posted it, baby. And we got our first offer to a Ivy League college in Purdue University. Now that is in oh my God, that is in oh, Lafayette, India, girl. I'ma be dying. I'ma be dying if my baby decides to go that far. But long as it's a plane, train, bus, I got 2 feet and gas money. I'ma get to it if she need me. But I was so excited about that, y'all. So I just had to brag about it. Girl, all right, I don't need to see the Purdue thing in my face now, child. Cause I was crying. I was crying. Y'all, I cry for everything. I was like, oh, my baby gonna be gone so far. But anyway, hey, DeQuation, boo, you done snuck up in here on me. Hey, cousin. Yes, Cheryl. It's in Shirley. It's in West Lafayette, Indiana, girl. But I am so proud, so proud, so proud of my baby for getting there, y'all. But I just thought, I wouldn't at least be having to have the college talk to the end of sophomore year, beginning of junior year. But I mean, it is what it is. I am so proud of my baby. So anyway, let's get back to it. So here's the part. I'ma just be real. Where I am stuck, right? Here's the part where I am stuck. Basement Billy said he did the IG live with Kiowa during season one. Anybody else heard that? Drop a one in the chat if you heard that Basement Billy said he did the interview on IG Live with season one, during season one of the show, um, with Kiowa. Cause that's what I heard. That's what I heard the man say. Okay, I see the ones coming through. That's what I heard the man say. So then he says the first time he was mentioned, and I remember this because I couldn't exactly put I couldn't figure out, sir, down to the episode, the hour, the minutes, the seconds. He say season two, episode 4 at the 11-minute 45-second mark. Okay, now if that ain't the right time, y'all don't judge me. That's what Mark said. Season 2, episode 4 at the 11-minute 45-second mark or 46-second mark, whatever, right? Is the first time he was mentioned on the show by Van, and he was denied by Van. And him and Van allegedly had this agreement when it came to be that the show was going to be that they wasn't going to talk about their relationship or whatever it was. But then when you telling us a story about Kiowa, you talking about Kiowa and you said once again season one, so you busted yourself as breaking the agreement. Even though you wasn't on the show, people were gonna watch and pick up. And once you put that out there into the manosphere, as you like to call it, or whatever. Um, you should have known it was going to be brought on the show. But you, when allegedly, according to you, you said that Kiowa asked you how this got all this information, and you said because you dated Van. So, sir, you was the one who outed it, number one. Because I'm trying to figure out how you feel so disrespected and betrayed when you're the one who openly admitted that you said this on an IG Live during season one and by your own account. Because I'm not saying nothing Miss Van said. We talking about your account. Season 2, episode 4, 11 minute 40 something seconds in, is when you was mentioned by her. So you mentioned it first. Second of all, if y'all had a so-called agreement not to discuss the whatever y'all relationship was or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If y'all wasn't supposed to discuss that, then she followed the plan. You want to feel betrayed because, oh, now when your brother outed you, and Van like, now we just friends. Shit, if the plan was for y'all not to speak up on y'all relationship or whatever it was, whether it was, you know what I'm saying, you was stepping that ass and she was paying for that gas, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? If that's what the agreement was, then her telling you, oh, you just her friend, how did she betray you? How did she betray you? He talking about when Miss Van was talking to Mel and Marcel in the kitchen, she mentioned the X tape, but I don't remember her saying his name. She mentioned Marceau. Exactly. He has absolutely no smoke for his brother. He does not hold his brother accountable. And then when Josiah went to ask him, well, it seems like you're moving from a place of hurt. He was like, and Josiah was like, what the fuck is this? And I was looking like, the fuck is he doing? Like, why? Why is you doing all of this like you in the class? Let the man ask his complete question and then you answer it. Like, if it was something coming after that or added to that question, child, we don't know because he completely pick me. That's I didn't want to be rude and interrupt you, but pick me. Who else the fuck he gonna pick? You're the only person here to answer the questions. You can't even contain yourself higher than the pre-care. A pre-care know to sit down there and let the teacher ask you the question. I would have been done then. I would have had to cut him loose right then because we not gonna get nowhere. We not about to get nowhere. Like, what the hell? I'm not hurt. I'm angry. I'm angry. You angry because what? You found out that dick wasn't that good? And so therefore you can be denied. That's what you mad. You mad because that dick was denied. That's what you mad about. Cause see, you can put it out there, but you exposed your hand, Mark. You said what your brother brought you on here, but you said you was doing what you was doing on the internet, so you can keep going after Van and after Van. You basically kept your foot on this lady neck until they gave you the same mic she had, which was on the show. But on the show, she ain't even discussing you. She with her daughter, telling her about don't be posing naked on the internet and every goddamn thing else, sir. It's your brothers that's talking about you, that's making you look like a bum. Yours. But instead of you having smoke for your brothers, you got smoke for Van. When you the first one who mentioned it. You and Kaya was talking about Kowalski, whatever the lady name is, Kaya or Kia or whoever. Y'all was talking about Kimmy being an alleged side chick. So when you got on there with her, she asked you about how you know so much information. Your response didn't have to be, I used to date Van. I dated Van. Your response could have been, what you mean how I know so much information? Maurice, my brother. You did not have to mention her name to little Kawasaki, whatever that damn lady name is, because it done slipped my memory now. Kaya was, Yeah, Kaya, well, that's her name, whatever. You did not have to mention, hey, my baby, y'all go check out Chef Don Don. Go watch the replay of his interview with both Kiki and Mel today. Shout out to him, baby. He was going off. Okay, it was everything today, and this melanin was popping, baby. Go ahead and do it. But he did not have to mention that lady name at all. Maurice, your brother. So you would be privy to know if your brother had a side chick or whatever. Like you said, your brother was done. So you know what I'm saying? The ink wasn't dry on the paper, but he was done with Kawasaki or whatever the hell her name is. You know what I'm saying? He was done with her. So therefore, shit, how you got this information? Girl, cause me and my brother was talking about you, girl. He don't want you no more, girl. He done. You know what I'm saying? You trying to say that lady is the home wrecker, but girl, you know you and Reese wasn't living together no more. You did not have to mention that lady name at all. Not even a little bit. So you put it out. You put it out there because you knew that messing around with Miss Van was gonna add a little stock to you while you trying to sit up here and talk about I don't get anything out of dating Van. Nah, what she get is people looking at her all crazy like Van, and you did not let this man touch your tussie cat. You did not let this man eat down to your buffet van. You was not driving. You was not driving all of these hours for this man. That's what she get. She get looked at crazy. You know what I'm saying? You get looked at like, damn, you poor Miss Van. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. So it does, but we gonna call a spade over here. You did not have to mention that to Kawasaki. That's not that girl name. Goddamn, whatever her cute her. You know what I'm saying? Her. You did not have to mention that to her. You didn't have to mention that. So you mentioned it. You mentioned it. Then your brother came back behind as a wannabe get back because he know Mel got that information when she hired that PI. And so he wanted to, so he used you. But every time he don't want the stuff on him, baby. So the people could come seeking and looking. He used you and makes you look bummy. And makes you, but I mean, you know, you said you stayed in the woods so you can get you a fifth wheel, child. Now I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't know what a fifth wheel is. Is that like a trailer or something? Y'all tell me. Oh, you talking about his first wife, Patricia? Hey, Simply Beautiful. How are you, my love? Patricia, did his other wife? I don't know. Is it Patricia or is it Pamela? Child, I don't know. Let me start reading because y'all know I be bad with names. But I'm just saying that's absolutely ridiculous, child. But then, any, I need y'all to let me know. Did y'all get confused how we segued over to Kevin Samuels? Because that man is in purgatory looking at that interview like, now how the hell did I get into this? I I need somebody to let me know. Or a fifth wheel is a trailer. All right, girl, let me know because I don't know. I'm like, what the hell is a fifth wheel? But it's a trailer and he was traveling out of town for his job. Y'all, he was traveling out of town a lot with his job. And he got tired of sleeping in hotels. So he went stayed in the woods to get him a trailer. So you rather sleep in the woods instead of in a hotel so you could get the fifth one. It just to each his own. To each his own. I personally am gonna sleep at that hotel provided by my job before I sleep in the woods. Maybe maybe it's just me. It was we went from that to once again, if Scotty and them would if any male stands up for them, then you're likened to Kevin Samuels and I'm like, what the fuck? Kevin Samuels is dead and gone, child. And let him rest in peace. And you should let your brain rest. I'm I gotta do a Josiah. Jesus, 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 Jesus. I felt that in my soul, y'all. I mean, I laughed. I laughed because I can imagine, but it was child. I don't know. It just it's amazing to me, and I'm like, your brothers ain't say you don't you go sleep in the woods. I see. Looking at him now, I see why Maurice didn't even want to talk to him. Like, let's just not even give him no more shine, cause baby, he and I mean, he did say he did not come. He's not gonna fight fair. He's not gonna fight fair. But here's my problem, Mark. Mark, here, you don't even know what the hell you be saying. You make yourself look like an asshole. And here's why. If your comments that you are making causes people to inbox you and say you a trash ass, I wouldn't be claiming your ragged ass either. It's because of the way you comment. So I need you to be responsible for your social media presence. I need you, grown man, okay, to understand while you want to fight this fire and you don't want to fight fair and you are intentionally disrespectful, that the fans of this show, okay, are intentionally disrespectful back. Now, do they have a right to be inboxing you, you trash and whatever else? No, but guess what? The same way you feel like you can intentionally disrespect this lady, they feel like they can intentionally disrespect you for going off on that lady. But here's the thing, they're going off on you because of what you posted. They don't have a goddamn thing to do with Miss Van. But you're going to go ahead and keep your foot on her neck and make more stuff because, oh, you're not in her inbox. She ain't in your inbox. It's the fans on your ass. But that's a problem that you and your brothers have. It makes me feel like who the hell raised y'all? Now I need somebody to do the interview with the mama or Mama Scott. If you want to come over here, please, because your sons is making you look bad. Your sons is making you look like you raised them with no decency, no respect, and no home training. And you left out them taking accountability for what they do wrong. If you on the social media making them ignorant ass posts, then them people got every right to come at you and feel well they ain't got every right. Cause you know what I'm saying? You can always keep scrolling. But if they on your comments telling you something in response to the vile ass shit you say, then you responsible for that. They ain't got a goddamn thing to do with Miss Van. But the point of the matter is you was gonna be disrespectful till you got a spot on this show. But it's mighty funny to me how don't none of y'all like Melody, but all y'all want to be on the show that she motherfucking created. You knew your brothers wasn't going to make a spot for you on that show because they high key embarrassed by you. That ain't even low key. They high key embarrassed by you. So you mentioned you outed you in Van. You knew Van was going to deny it because child, who would say they was with you? You knew Van was gonna deny it. You know what I'm saying? So now we gonna keep our foot on her neck. But she betrayed you when you the one who outed it first. And then really she didn't betray you, baby. She kept the story. Did you catch me on the camera? Wasn't me. What is the relationship to you and Muck? We just friends. But if y'all had an agreement to keep your mouth shut, then why you mad? You sitting up here, you don't want nothing from Van but to respectfully fuck off. Baby, what the can you give her? Girl, Van, sue him for that fifth wheel and send his ass back to the woods. Let me see what y'all saying. Thank you, DeQuation, for the super chat. I appreciate you, baby. And y'all go follow my girl DeQuation G, okay? Y'all make sure y'all go show her some love, baby. Like, comment, and subscribe over there too, okay? I only watched 20 minutes of the interview as it was awkward as hell from jump. Girl, when Scotty put on them sunglasses, I say, come through, Scotty. Come through. Cause you could tell, like, he just big and goofy and talking circles for nothing. Call him Legion for he is full of many demons. Ooh, come on, singer. Come on, girl. It's allegedly that Mama Scott has a YouTube channel. Girl, inbox me that. Girl, what? Mama Scott have a you? What? Allegedly? child. Oh, girl, I need to move that. I need to take that old deflated balloon down, but it goes so well with my little plan I had got when I was in the hospital. Which I say they don't they don't like him at all. I don't think so either, child. He is highly delusional. Let's let's get off that fool. Let's get off that fool. He's too extra. Oh, I'm about to round him in because it doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, got his glasses was everything, girl. Everything. It took me out. I don't know why would she have a YouTube channel. Because I don't know if anybody knows who she is. Um, but roundabout story. My critique is I shout out the guys. I commend them for being able to hold their composure. Because I don't know if I would have been able to do so. I'd like to think that I would have kept it professional, but child, I don't know. I don't exactly know about that if I would have been able to. Okay. So now the next thing we're gonna get into, it made nothing about what he said made sense. And I don't even want nobody to think I'm reading into what he said, but it's like you don't even realize what you're saying because you made the statement of muscle 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 being in the bed at the hotel didn't make it to the TV, sir. Yes, it did. But do you realize you kind of, for somebody who reads into things, a person can read that as you are saying that is your brother back because you didn't say muscle alleged back or muscle supposedly. And then what show are you watching? Because it absolutely did make it to the TV, but you talking about that ain't my business. But only Mark business made it. So ooh, child. I don't want nobody. Child. I don't know. I just want to know who taught them all to talk like that. They all talk the same, roundabout, in circles, and I just, I can't, I can't. I have no hope. I have no hope whatsoever for these men in this family. At all. Would you say he low key confirmed his brother stepped out and has a child, as the rumor mill says? Child. That's the same way he did on that podcast, and then Kimmy, and then said Kimmy was the side chick. Now he trying to backpedal and pussy pop from it. That's why you need to, if you don't know how to handle social media, don't get on social media speaking on things. Girl, Dr. Francis, I don't think Dr. Francis have the patience and the time to help him. Nola, please don't try to figure out the other brother out too much. Listen, he is definitely too much. I don't feel like I walked away with any clarity about anything. I am further confusion. Um, I am confused on why Miss Event, why Auntie Nessa, why would you even let someone of this nature, this characteristic, come near your tussie cat? Because one thing for certain and two things for sure, y'all had something going on. Um, something somewhere. I believe he was your little friend. Y'all might have. I don't believe y'all got no sex tape, but you might have let him touch the tussie cat, and I'm highly disappointed. I'm highly disappointed. Not because you letting somebody touch your tussie cat, because you're a woman, girl. Get your tussie cat touched. It's just, it's no standards. It's no grace. It's everything bottom of the barrel. Um, like you not giving BDE, you not giving claimable energy. You're very much giving refundable. I want you to know that. That's the energy you give, refundable, not claimable. Okay. So I want you to stop. I want you to stop. You say you're not talking about this lady no more. Like, let's not. Let's not. Thank you for the super sticker, Yvette. I appreciate you, love. Not being funny, but I am wondering if he is clinically DX or some sort of mental disorder or learning disability. Now, I do believe, I don't know. I don't know. I do believe he may have some type of PTSD from what he said happened to him in the military, and I'm not gonna doubt that. I'm never gonna call somebody's story, a lie. That's not my place. So I don't even want to discuss that part of it. I purposely left that part out. But he may have some type of PTSD. Cause child, he is really fighting this like he is in Afghanistan, baby. You right there in Huntsville. It's girl, he touched more than a girl, he ain't touched enough to make him want to claim him. That's for sure. So now the next thing, y'all, I want to share with y'all. I want to share with you guys the interview that Thick let us come up on with Keke, and y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. This is my first time doing this like this, y'all. I think I done learned something, but
Kiki, I just want to say you resonate with me a lot. I had similar situations with you with my cousin, where we grew up. We were similar in age. We're literally like 4 months apart. We grew up. They dressed us alike, like twins, like to the point where like we were sisters more than we were cousins. And I know you guys, you and Tisha's story kind of differs in the sense that you guys were separated for a while and you guys
Yeah, but
reconnected.
when we did get together, it was the same kind of relationship. We was
Yeah, it
yeah,
was like sisters more than we were cousins, and so that's exactly what I went through with my cousin, where we were like sisters. You couldn't tell us any different. So, and then when the betrayal, it hurts that much more. And
yeah.
so, you've always resonated, and I just couldn't understand when people were like, "Oh, Kiki, she's trifling because she's telling family business." I'm like, "No, y'all don't see. I saw right through all of it." Because I already went through it. So I was like, y'all are missing. Y'all are so missing.
Exactly.
So don't don't pay those naysayers any mind. Thick hips too. Uh, him included.
I
You
know
know,
that's right.
okay. We
Thank
you
you
have
so
to have
much.
who like you, who love you. You know,
Thank
so
you.
you just keep telling your truth. And I had actually message you as well because your story, as far as it
Hmm.
pertains to drugs, I worked in the nursing field and I worked the neurology floor, and actually said it, but I had this one patient. He came in totally fine,
Hmm.
and and he was there for a while. A lot of our patients stayed for like weeks on end. By
Hmm.
a couple weeks in, he was strung out. We would give out
Oh my
medication
God.
4 in the morning. By 2 or 3 in the morning, he's at the nurse's station. He's like, "Give me my meds," and he's like,
Mm.
he's screaming because he was that addicted. Mind you, like I said, he came in, he wasn't like that, and like you
Two
said,
weeks.
yes, they were like
Wow.
they were over prescribing him medication. The
Hmm.
doctors were having a free for all in the early like 2000s. I don't know how early it started, but I was aware of it early 2000s. They would
Mm.
just they would for any little thing you said you had pain, instead of prescribing ibuprofen, a high dosage of ibuprofen, they would give you oxycodone, or they would give you, and it's just like,
And that's crazy.
yeah. And so a lot of people became addicted because of doctors.
Yeah.
Because of doctors.
And that's what
So
people don't realize. It's not like, you know, um, and I'm not trying to make a difference or say that, pill users are any different. But I'm gonna say one of the things that are different about most opiate addictions, especially pills, is that most people don't go into it looking for a high. I know I never did. You know,
right.
I didn't go. like with, something like heroin or crack, maybe most people do it for the first time with that intention. I never went into it with the intention to get high. It's just something that happened to me. It's
Happen.
something happened
Absolutely.
that I happened to fall into. And for a long time, I hated that was gonna have to be a part of my story, my life story. But it is what it is, and I embrace that now. And nobody can shame me from that.
And
Nobody.
right.
People
And
can call me
understand
what they
that.
want to call me. They can say what they want to say. Like, people. I haven't seen any comments yet, but people are telling me, "Girl, they saying, you a crackhead." I don't care what they say. They
Oh,
call
that's
me what they want to call me. I don't care. I am
exactly.
not
Because you know what? It's
one.
not about. It's not about. It's not about what they call you. It's what you answer to. So they could call
Right.
you whatever they want to. It doesn't matter. And plus, God chose you to go through that because He had a purpose for you to help
I
other people through it, and He won't give you nothing more than you can bear. So they could all kick rocks as far as we're concerned.
I agree.
I was
100%.
just Team Kiki over here.
That's right.
Amen. Team Kiki, you
We
better
love
know it.
you.
Let me
Listen,
just say, I've been Team Kiki from the beginning, from the time
mhm.
you stepped on the scene. I know you probably don't remember me, but we had a few inbox conversations, and I was just like, "Baby, keep your head up," and you being open and transparent about what you're going through, or well, what you went through. Um,
Absolutely.
it absolutely just makes me love you even more because I always feel like it's not about what you went through, it's how you came out of it, and you came out of it on top.
Hmm.
Can nobody make you ashamed about something that you willingly told yourself and something that you did. I will say this though, it does break my heart because it seems like you want to have a relationship with your family, and a close relationship with your cousin. And I really hope that if you guys haven't already, that you guys can have some type of conversation to clear whatever it is. Stop the competition. I don't believe for no way, shape,
Breaking up this cool.
Mm-hmm. Nah. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
And
just.
I told her, I said, there are recordings.
Mm.
And she was like, ain't nobody got no recording of me, blah, blah, blah. But I believe when we had spoken, I believe you had asked me not to share them. So I didn't want to do that
So you could have said
without.
it was her. I didn't mind you sharing it. I didn't want to be
Mm,
the one. I said that I wouldn't be the one to share it because it was so disgusting and foul for somebody to say those things. And you didn't come on it bringing your family on this show. You came on
right.
this show alone. So I
Mm-hmm.
was never going to think that she said about you know what she said. I would have,
Exactly.
I
You're
wouldn't
not
have
the only
felt
one
right doing it.
that she called and said that to. I think you know that. Because I think you might have been, we discussed her talking to other bloggers too.
Yeah.
I think we had discussed that. Did
Mm-hmm.
we?
Yep.
I will say when she played it for me, my immediate, and she can tell you, my immediate response was like, "That is horrible. Please don't put that out there. That is so horrible. The things that was said." I
Okay,
was like,
sorry.
nobody.
I went out that time. But
I'm sorry. I said that is horrible. Nobody should ever have to hear their aunt say those things about them.
no, they
For
shouldn't.
their mother, their father, their grandfather, and even
Right.
grandpa. Nobody.
But that's a reflection on her. So I thank God. She think it's cute. But hey, so if you think it's cute, keep doing it then.
Wait, y'all. So let me just say, when we was doing this, I promise you, I'm so sorry. We did not hear Jeremy snoring. I'm sorry. He gonna wake up and ask questions in a minute. I'm so sorry.
And at the end of the day, God said vengeance is mine. He gonna allow people to see how ignorant you
Mhm.
and you are. So that, so hey, keep doing it. Keep talking. And that's exactly what I want Marshall to do. Keep talking. Show yourself.
Mhm.
Show yourself.
Can't wait
Listen,
till
I want to say this.
I can't wait till you can break loose. I swear I can't.
Yeah, a few,
We already see
yeah,
who he is.
yeah. We already see it. We already
Now
see.
want me.
We already see what my Lane Bryant bestie can be and do. Okay, LBB. Listen, me and him both shop for the same shapewear. Quit playing with me. Um, few things. I think we all knew that he was really trying to goad you into saying what your story was. Listen, I'm sorry, but I got to say how it is. Down to the best mall hillbilly meetup. I'm sorry, I'm not calling you one, but that's what it was given.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Not calling you one, but that's what it was given. The best small hillbilly meetup, and he was trying to goad you into it because he talked about, well, I burn everything down, and it's just like, well, we know you will, but obviously there's something you don't want people to know. Quit playing with us, Lane Bryant bestie, you computer virus, as DT likes to call you. But when you told your story, I was like, this makes me look at them like, even I don't like the characters that y'all are giving me on this television screen, but you have to be a despicable person to make jokes about this, and this is something serious, and y'all complain and try to blame us for whatever is going on in y'all lives, and y'all think this was funny. It's not. And I felt bad because I was like, I don't care if me and my family don't get along, this would not be something I would say to anybody. I hold this. There's a person we don't get along, we will never get along, not even my family. And somebody told me some deep personal things about them that they only shared with that person.
Mhm.
And after me and the person I don't get along with talked it out and, agreed that, what, we just don't have to be anything to each other. I said, I want to let you know things that you have said to this person, they said to me. And I refuse to repeat it back to you because that's how bad it was. And when I said that, they knew exactly what I was talking about. And I said, I will never repeat this to anybody because that's how bad it was. Not saying that your situation is the same as that, but it's just like, you don't go back and repeat these things, whether you're a family, whether you're a friend, or whether you had a falling out with someone, because it's not right.
It's not. It's
It's
not.
not. It's not right whatsoever to do that. And then, listen,
I had never gone back and repeated anything, any of her
Can I
that you ever told me.
can I ask you a question, Kiki?
Okay.
So for the things that came out, and I'm not asking you to discuss your family because I would never do
mhm,
that.
Nah. I just want y'all to know this is where they had me to ask. From here on out, ain't no more nice questions. Um, this where they had me ask all the messy ass questions that they wanted the answers to. I don't know how their thoughts got in my brain, but nah, y'all. It wasn't them. It was me. But I just want to let y'all know I did ask um some messy questions.
But do you feel like, when it came out that they had mug shots for boosting, do you feel like maybe they shouldn't have gone to the Christmas party either? Because I'm sorry, popping pills, and because of a situation and you will prescribe them, I'd rather have you in my house than somebody who was actually stealing things. Like, I don't see how that was, what you did was so horrible, but what they did was acceptable. Do you think it should have been concern if the concern was
What I
for you in
said
your
to them,
situation?
what I said to them before, this is the only thing I can say about this. What I said to them before, I said there are things that I could have bought you too when you came to visit people's homes. Did I? I didn't do that to you, but you felt like it was okay to do that to me. Okay, I got you. That's all I can say about that. That's how I responded.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Also, the reason that they did it makes it even worse to keep you and alienate you from this show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what this this, this show means more to you than your cousin's well-being, your cousin's
Mm.
mind, your cousin's sobriety. That means that much to you. That makes it even worse. The reasoning behind what they did.
Or do you think it was relating to the competitive spirit that you guys were raised in, and I get to one up you and be better than you because I'm going to be on TV and you're not?
You know what? especially oh god, oh god, y'all. That's I'll say that's an interesting, very interesting perception, especially since they know that I went to school for TV.
Oh.
And that's what my undergraduate degree is in. It's in mass communications with a
Same.
concentration in performance. And I've always wanted to do TV. I thought I'd be a news anchor and then become a talk show host. I've always wanted to. And so they knew, you know, that was my hope and dream. So yeah, a part of me feels like, you know, yeah, yeah, a part of me feels that way.
Okay. It's definitely that. Um, when it comes to your aunt, I, I'm sorry. That lady is despicable. And the thing that always has resonated with me is before you shared your story Saturday, she went on, lives and interviews telling the public that once we heard what the big secret was, we would laugh about it because it was just something that was so silly.
I remember that.
Ain't nothing funny about that. Right, and there's nothing funny about it, but now that it's come out, it's just like that shows her ignorance.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I said. I said, you know what? She'll have to eat them words. I can't wait until they see. Because I've been ready for y'all to see. I've been ready for y'all.
I've been seeing.
And you know what she tried to tell me was, you know what? Melody gonna bring all your business out. I knew Melody was gonna bring my business. But that's what she tried to put it on Melody. Exactly.
Right.
I went forward for that. She
Your
wanted
aunt,
to believe that.
listen, your aunt believes Mel stole her lunch money back in 1985.
Girl.
When Mel was born, right?
Right.
Oh, you lucky. Oh,
So I really didn't see her.
you so
So
lucky.
I only saw
I have a.
because I was my scene, my room was on the other side from this street, I believe. And then I only came down out of my room when it was time for me to film. And after I filmed, I went back upstairs and I changed and I left. We had been there all day. I was ready to go.
But count your lucky stars because we can't unsee it.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had put myself on mute because I didn't. Y'all, this is my first time doing this, so I didn't realize when I put myself on mute that y'all wasn't gonna be able to hear the video. I'm sorry, but what y'all missed was them asking Kiki if she saw that damn dress. If she saw that dress that Destiny had on, was it as bad in person as it is on them pictures they got?
Especially when you make it your avatar. I have a question. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I have a question. If you can answer this question, because I don't know what y'all discussed at the beginning, so I know certain things you can say. You can't say. But how is your dad okay
with the things that your aunt have said, or has he reached out to you to comfort you and let you know that you are not supposed to be Roe v. Wade? It's like, even if he hasn't said anything to her, that's their conversation. I'm not asking her. Is he
No,
okay with
he's not
the things that were said?
he's not okay with the things that she said. Now he didn't reach out to me to comfort me, but I reached out to him and told him because honestly, my dad doesn't do the social media stuff, and he's not gonna get on reality TV. He is so opposed to it. He don't watch it and nothing.
So he ain't like Bernard.
Oh no, the complete opposite. I have to really call him or my sisters. They have to call him and tell him what's going on for him to even know. But he has confirmed that he didn't know what one to get that from and why, and that she is indeed lying 100%.
She's a
And the
liar.
only reason why I asked that question is because somebody had asked her about it in one of her lives, and she said my brother would never go against because he don't want me to air his business out. So that's
No, it's most definitely not that.
probably like, is he complicit in what she's saying? He gonna tell his business. But I'm just asking because it was said.
My dad will tell her.
It's like, I felt like that was putting a downcast on your dad in the sense that you can dog my child, and it's that it didn't feel right for me saying that my brother will protect me and Tisha and throw his daughter to the wolves, and that's the narrative that statement was painting. And I know if I thought it, some other people thought it. So we won't clear daddy up if we can.
No, that's not the case at all. My dad's always gonna come to my defense. And y'all, honestly, that's where all the competition comes from. And see, now Tisha lied and said she didn't know what I was talking about, and I was trying to make the family look bad. That's bullshit. She knew exactly what I was talking about. Because what Wanda would do is say a disparaging remark about me, or make a disparaging remark about me. And my dad would defend it. And then they would get into this huge back and forth about, well, my daughter better than your daughter, because my daughter got a master's and yours don't. Because I had a master's many, many years ago. I became a college professor at 26. So I've had my master's since I was, 25 or 26, one of them. So anyway, no, I got my master's at 26 and I started teaching college the same year. So it was 26. So my dad would always go back and forth with one about whose daughter was better, whose daughter was doing this, whose daughter was doing that. And I never liked that. And they've done that throughout the years. So yes, I felt like Tisha had, it made Tisha feel like she had to be better than me. I didn't grow up on my mom's side of the family with that competition. I did. I had three sisters. I had two sisters, three siblings on my mom's side. Two sisters that I knew looked up to me. With my dad, I have three sisters that I know looked up to me. I had to pave the way for them. So I didn't have time to be jealous of other girls. I had to be a helper, sometimes a provider, the big sister that I needed to be. Tisha didn't have any sisters. And maybe that's one of the reasons. She's her mom's only girl. And maybe that's one of the reasons, she and her mom saw me as competition. I don't know why. This is all just speculation based off of the things I've experienced, throughout the years.
Okay. Wanda lives vicariously through Tisha since she had her so young.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's more like a sisterhood than it is a mother-daughter relationship. But I love how production worked that episode because I believe it was right before the scene where you said that. It was either before or after. They show Wanda doing that exact same thing. She's making it a competition between you and Tisha. They were at Scope, if I recall right. I can't remember exactly what she said, but she made a comment that it it made what you said valid. Like you can see her trying to pin you guys against each other. So I would have to rewatch that episode, but and I'll definitely make a video about it because she it production did it perfectly. It just shows how she does, and then they're act like you said, she's acting like she doesn't know what you were talking about. But it was clear as day to me, at least.
Right, and then you know what? She always both of them always been a throw rock hand in hand
Yeah,
kind of person.
you can see it. You can see it.
Can you clear up too for some people want to know why weren't you film? I told y'all why she wasn't filming more. She was trying to get her contract straight, and she was making her lawyer told her to hold out until she got what she wanted, and when she got what she wanted,
exactly why I was not filming. Number one,
And
a
that's
lot of people
good.
think a lot of people think that the last part of the season is a different season. It's not a different season. It's the same season. They just for some reason they did a weird break, right?
Sorry, y'all. I had to pause to tell my sister Mace, thank you for the super chat, my love. I appreciate it.
So we had a break from May 10th until hold on, wait. We had a break from was it April? We had a break in April, and we came back May 10th, right? So when we came back, they called me to film and everything, but they hadn't got my contract straight yet. So they had to talk to my lawyer. Well, my lawyer went into negotiations with them, and it got kind of heated between them and my lawyer. So my lawyer, sent them an email and about some stipulations that she had, and she told me I was not to film until it had been worked out. So I listened to my counsel. You know, she had my best interest at heart. I had to listen to her. I was not going to go against her. And even though I wanted to film, like I was supposed to be at the event that
the grand reclosing. The grand reclosing.
Yes, I was supposed to be at that. I was supposed to be at the event that Stormy had at her house. I was supposed to be at it's a few more things that I was supposed to be at. But I couldn't film. I couldn't. So I had to wait until they got everything straightened out. And they finally got everything straightened out when it was almost time for the end of the season. And that's when you see me coming back.
So I have a question. So does that mean like next season that you'll be like filming full time?
As y'all can see, Jeremy has now come back and woke up. Okay, he has now come back and woke up, and he also asked some really good questions as well.
I have a question. Do you know when that couples retreat was filmed?
Let me think. If hold on, let me think. It was somewhere around April, I believe.
Interesting. Okay.
I have another question. So, so at the holiday party that you were at,
brown skin girl, my feedback.
So at the holiday party that you were at, do you feel that Melody kind of set you up to ask you that question and to put you in so you could possibly try to tell Tisha's business in front of everybody?
I think that Melody knows what makes good TV. So, I think she was being a little controversial, a little messy in that moment. That's reality TV.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think that she was thinking of it as she gonna cause a wedge between us. I just thought she was trying to make good. I just think that she was trying to make good TV.
So now that she's seen that it has, somewhat caused a wedge between you and Tisha and the rest of your family, has she tried to support you through that, or has she kind of just let you fend for yourself? Because I remember you were at the party, and it seemed that the whole cast was giving you the cold shoulder, and she wasn't really. I know it was her or whatnot, but I know the main focus is the show always. So I'm saying like it really didn't seem that she was that supportive of you. Almost kind of seemed that like she asked you the questions and then just left you to fend for yourself there afterwards.
Well, you know what? At the at her party, I can respect that because she was so busy. Honestly, she was
Mhm.
floating all around the place. She only came over to film, and then she was right out. So she didn't see a lot of things that was said and taking place and going on. As a matter of fact, when Stormy didn't speak, she wasn't there at that moment. So when
Okay.
I confronted Stormy about it, Melody actually walked up and Mel said, "What y'all talking about?" And we all said nothing, nothing, because I didn't want to ruin or cause any problems at Mel's party. I didn't want her to know what was
Okay.
going on. So we brushed it off. And when me and Kimmy were doing our filming, Mel kept coming trying to, talk to us and pull me away so that they would, when they had
Okay.
so
It's so then
yeah.
I have another question then. So I remember you said that you and Stormy, were on like, a good path or whatever, because y'all had, had pretty decent, conversation at the holiday party from what you remember. But then she was shading you at, at the event that Melody threw. So how then would you be able to go over to her house when she was saying in the confessionals that she did not want you around her?
You know what? We don't really get to choose if we are filming.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much tell us who's coming for the most part.
So Destiny acting like Mel shouldn't have been there was just some bullcrap.
First of all, that was a public event. I don't want to hear no more about that.
So Kim, wait,
let me say this. Oh goodness, it's hard to explain.
Okay, are you and Stormy on after the reunion? Are I know you
Well,
can't
let me
answer
say this.
anything
Hold on.
specific.
People have their own people that they invite if they want to, for the most part. But I would have been like that surprise pop up person, if that makes sense.
Okay. So I remember you went to the reunion and everything else like that, and I know that Stormy did not know about the secret that you unfolded in front of the audience, in this past episode. Mm-hmm. So after you told your story in the reunion, do you feel that people's opinions have changed about what you've done and how you felt? Did they kind of understand you after all of that, or are you still kind of having a lot of friction with gelling with the rest of the cast?
I have not been around the rest of the cast because I did have such a huge break in filming, because I couldn't film then. So I have not engaged much with rest of the cast. The only thing I've seen them at was one episode that you'll see coming up, and the reunion. But I didn't even engage with them at the reunion because at the reunion is also kind of like a surprise type factor. So I was kept separate in a different hotel and everything from everybody else. And my hotel was amazing. I was so happy that, oh my God, I was so happy to be in that hotel.
So I remember when you were at the party, right? For Wanda's cooking event, and all of you guys were, going back and forth and whatnot. Now, Marceau had got really disrespectful with you, and it almost seemed that he was going to rush you or walk up on you and try to maybe physically intimidate you. Was there almost going to be a physical altercation between your husband and him? Because I do remember your husband was very calm and understanding and having a regular conversation with him after he did that, and I would have thought that would have resulted into a fight. So does your husband get along with Marceau?
The thing is yes. Before this, we were all a family. Not only did me and Tisha hang out, my husband, we hung out as couples. They were always over my house, or I was always over their house. We did everything together. We went out of town together. We did everything together.
Right.
So, and my husband and Marcel are fraternity brothers. They're both Omega. So they have that common bond, and they also have the common bond of being family. So it was gonna be no physical altercation at all.
So then Marceau was lying when he said he didn't know you if y'all were indeed vacationing and stuff together. Mm-hmm. Had to pretend like you wouldn't know anything because he didn't know you like that, which it was confusing to me because in that same statement he said all the things they've done for you. So how could you do something for somebody that you don't know? So he was a liar.
He said he didn't know me like that.
Yep.
When?
On
the episode
when y'all were at Wanda's, when y'all had the event and you were sitting there talking, and he was like, he was saying this, he was made the statement. He said, I don't even know you. I don't even know you like that. He made that statement. Go back and watch that episode. He definitely made that statement. I know it was probably so much going on that you hear it, but he said it and then turned around and said all of the things we've done for you. And me as the viewer, I caught it. I'm like, well, you did so much or you don't you don't know that much of a giving person that you would just let your wife give some money and help out a random cousin. Don't know, you just don't come off like that type of person.
Right, that's one thing. Number two, let me address this. I'm happy you said that. He says, as much as I've done for you, but they've never done shit for me. Let me make that clear. Very clear. I've always taken care of my own. I've always held my own. They never did no more for me than I've done for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've gone to Tisha and borrowed money, and I paid her back every single time. Tisha has borrowed money from me, and she's paid me back every single time. So when they say they've done things for me because you were there for me when I needed a listening ear, yeah, that's what friends and family's supposed to do.
Right.
So you've been there for me. You never paid any of my bills. You've never given me any money that I can pay back.
Right.
You ain't never did shit for me. But let me tell you how they'll try to spin shit. Let me just say this. She still say to her people, I done took her on trips. Lie. You took me on a trip. And you know why? See, this is why it's misleading. You took me on a trip to Puerto Rico. One of our friends got married. I wasn't going. You took me on the trip to Puerto Rico because Marceau, you got tickets for you and Marceau, and he couldn't go because he had to work. Mm-hmm. So you didn't want to waste that ticket, so you asked me if I wanted to go in his place instead. So I said, sure. Who's going to say no? Yeah. But you didn't actually plan to take me on the trip. You did it because you didn't want to waste your money.
Right.
You didn't know Marceau was
So wait, I do
right,
have.
He'll go all the way to Africa. What about?
So like they say, like they made it seem that they were giving you a lot of money and like doing a lot of things monetarily for you. But like that's
a damn lie.
There are also
100% lie.
There are also rumors, or that before the show, that one of them was working at a movie theater, and they really
was.
And they really weren't in like an executive position or anything else like that. So how long did it take? How long from the working at the movie theater to now being in charge of a whole company? Like how long was that apart?
Let me think. Okay. Damn. Let me think. Okay. What year did the show start?
2017. Was it 2017?
Was it 2017?
Remember COVID? It took a whole time.
Hold on. Let me check. I'll check. Let Babyface check. She's good with the receipts. 20. Y'all keep talking. I'm trying. Okay. I have a question, Keke.
Mm-hmm.
So after Marceau and Tisha made fun of your sobriety at the holiday party, do you believe that put in Mel's head to look at them a little bit differently, seeing how they rode like that?
I'm sure it did. Although Marceau swears, they swear that's not true. So I gave him. I was questioning whether I should or not, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt on that. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on that. I'm gonna just because I don't even want to think that he would be that low of a person.
I could see. I don't know them, but I could see them doing that, and I could see him being the
I could see Tisha doing that,
and Tisha
but Marceau I could definitely see doing it. I couldn't see Tisha doing that, but I could see her not. No, she would say something about me.
We could all
She would Kiki like piggyback off of what Marceau said. Marceau has an inappropriate sense of humor where he tries to make jokes out of things that aren't even technically funny. When you think about even a couple episodes ago, he's telling Tisha to go on a date with Martell, and he's like, but she's a good girl. I'm a good. Like what? What are you talking about?
Okay. Marceau thinks he's way funnier than he is, and then oh my god, it's so annoying how many people. Oh my god, you're so funny, and
who the hell said that?
I mean, he is funny. He is funny. But
I think he has funny moments, but they're like few and far in between. But he's not like Kiki, like you're gonna be kikiing your whole time with him. But I feel like he does have some hit and misses, but
a lot of misses.
So, the show started in 2019.
Okay.
No, it didn't.
Keep looking at it.
It started in 2017.
It had to start in 2017
Okay.
because I was going into my freshman year of college when I saw. No, I was in college when I saw the scene of the troll face begging Mel, pregnant and all, to come back and stay with him. But if you let OWN and IMDb tell it, it was 2019. I don't trust them like that.
Yeah, I think it was 2017.
Okay, so if the show started in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, I think Marceau either started. I think that Marceau or Martell either started Scope that year.
It says the first episode January 12th, 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was either that year that they started Scope or that next year.
According
so
to
like all of this is like recent. It's not like they've been doing this for a long time.
No, Scope has only been around for a few years.
It started in 2016, I believe, if I remember right. I have documents that said that Scope was founded in 2016.
They started after Obama left office. I know that.
They started out what now?
It wasn't 2016. President
Obama. No, she's talking about Scope. She's not talking about the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was the show. Okay.
Yeah. And it could have been. So I guess it was. I don't remember. I'm sorry. Years before the show. But I could be wrong.
Because Scope isn't all of theirs. They have an entity of Scope.
So there's a rumor going around about you that you were originally for the show in the first season, and it was supposed to be you, it was supposed to be Tisha and Melody, all three of you guys, but then they switched you and your husband out for Kimmy and Maurice instead. I guess after this holiday, then that may be the reason that Tisha and Marceau brought it up was to like get you out of the running. Is that true?
I can't address that right now. I will address that soon, but right now I can't.
Okay. I have a question for you, and maybe you want to.
And that's not my choice to not address it. I can't right now.
We understand.
We know that.
Yes. So I have a question.
I'll think about it.
And maybe you've already answered this. Maybe you've already answered this, but it goes along the lines of your stepfather and the comments that were made about him, and the insinuations by your aunt that he basically what I got was verbally and physically abusive towards your mother. Could you? I don't know if you've already cleared that up or if you've talked about it or not.
I talked about it too. When I first heard that those statements were made,
Hmm.
you know, we did talk about it, but I have not talked about it with anybody else besides family. And, that's it.
Okay.
Do you have
But not on the public platform. But that was a complete made up lie. Like y'all would have to know my mama to know. There is
Well, we
no
know
way.
your grandfather, and I can bet
Right.
he can handle that.
Exactly. No.
okay?
Absolutely not. He has never, not even once, put his hand on my mama. Not even once.
And speaking of that, I do have another question. So you grew up with Tisha because like y'all two are cousins. So growing up, was Wanda like a constant part of like both you guys' life, or was grandmother taking care of you guys whenever Wanda was around? How did that work for you? Was Wanda like? Did you see her often?
Yeah, yeah. I saw one off in that one most of the time shopping. But
Still, it ain't.
yeah, I saw her. We saw her, pretty often. But I know that when Tisha was younger, and see, I wasn't around when we were young. I came around when I was about 13. I went around for the first time when I was a little girl, maybe about 6 or 7. Then I came around again when I was maybe like 10, then like one more time at 12. And then, so I had seen my family maybe 3 or 4 times before I got to 13. And at 13, I reached out myself to my dad. I actually got in a little bit of trouble at home, and I called myself right. I called my dad to come pick me up. I'm just number in the phone book, and I called him to come and pick me up. And so he came to pick me up from school. He had Tisha in the car. So all that time that I missed, I missed that a lot of not just Tisha, but a lot of the grandkids at grandma's house all the time, and that's just how it was. All the aunts and uncles, they all took their kids from me. And right, but you know what? I grew up a lot with my grandparents too. It's like in that day and time, to be honest, all of us grew up with our grandparents. And I kind of make a joke about it to my mom. They like, look, you don't have my kids here. We used to be grandma here every day.
I have a question. So, and it goes back to what Jeremy was saying about male teaching. When Kimmy confronted you the way she did, feeling that you and Kimmy had got into it about her not having Tisha's back, and then Kimmy made the statement that if Tisha wasn't her sister-in-law, she wouldn't be around her, and she said that with her whole chest. Did you feel she was being hypocritical towards you, and are you guys in a better place now? If you can speak on it.
We're at the same place. I felt I was really kind of I like it. I was really kind of disappointed with the way that she chose to spin the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It was shocking, not shocking to me. And I didn't really understand it because let me see how
That was what y'all had a whole conversation, right?
golly, girl, you good.
And you, her, and Mel were together, and y'all had a whole conversation about the things about Tisha, right?
You are
And then
good.
she flipped it on you.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all went to Mel's party.
How you know? Did I tell you that already?
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
who
I'm
you
like,
said
you
who
did.
flipped it on her?
Kimmy.
Oh yeah. Okay. So wait, I also had another question about that. So Kimmy got on the scene that when you were at Melody's party,
He was shocked as Steve.
and she was basically saying, that she had told you before, like I guess you guys had previous conversation at the holiday party that what you were discussing about Tisha's marriage was inappropriate. Did she actually tell you that at the party, or is she just saying that?
No. There were some things said that they didn't show. Some of the things that I said was that everybody kept asking me to ask where Tisha and Disney was, and I really did want to ask y'all because it was so awkward, and I didn't want to stir up no shit. So, I felt so uncomfortable asking where they were. So Stormy asked, and I felt so relieved when she asked, "So where's Tisha and Destiny?" Now this is when we were outside. I asked when we were in the kitchen, but that's when I first got in. And if you notice, I asked. Well, a lot of people didn't pay attention to this, but I asked Kimmy because I knew that Mel was going to be the shade response, so I didn't want that. So I asked Kimmy, and Kimmy said, "Well, this is Melody party, and she made her choices." So I said, "Well, you gotta respect choices," and I just let it go because I didn't want to go no further into it, because I knew this was the thing. I knew that I was. I knew that they were going to be analyzing everything I said.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I tried to be, and I thought I was very careful about
I
what I
thought you
said.
were too.
So when we got outside, Stormy asked, "Where is Tisha and Destiny?" And Melody didn't answer. So Kimmy butted in and said something. I can't remember what it was. And Stormy started talking to Kimmy about how good of a friend, she was to Tisha. And how she didn't feel like Tisha deserved her, because Tisha was a very bad friend. I cut into that conversation. I said, because at this time they didn't know. I cut in and I said, "Hey, well, I'm Kiki's cousin. I mean, Tisha's cousin. And I said, we are not the best friends, but we're trying to get our relationship back. I know Tisha more than anybody here, and, she's very sensitive. And I tried to kind of explain her personality, right? Kimmy stopped me when I got into the, we're not on the best terms just yet, so I know, exactly what you're dealing with, Kimmy. And I think I said something like, but you can develop inner secrets that I do, because if I did some of the things and said some of the things you said, she would kill me. And Kimmy stopped me then, and she was like, "This is a conversation you need to have with Tisha."
I know what even that deep.
Right. I swear to God, I tried to say something.
Somebody needs to
when she said it, I thought the same exact thing. It was dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, "Wait, what do you mean? No, I'm not saying, you know." And then I tried to kind of clarify, and I got cut off. I can't remember who cut me off, but somebody cut me off. But I wish and I hope that they go back and play some more of that. What happened at the party? I really do. Because people went back and said all kinds of stuff.
So Kimmy went back.
Yeah. I supposedly dogged Tisha out, and I was saying all kind of stuff. My cousin was this, and I'm like, "You have got to be kidding me!" No, I didn't. That's a bald face ass lie.
Some of the ladies on this panel speculated that's what had happened, and I wasn't one of them because I didn't really know her. But some people, I don't know how they knew, but they speculated.
Well, that was evident because of the way she was like when you look at Kimmy after like her scene she had after the party and going back and I think Nola dropped down, but going back to talking to listen, your cousin is your aunt. Now I got names for them, but out of respect for you, I'm not gonna call them those names, okay? But going back and talking to them too, you kind of realize that something ain't right here, and you probably didn't put 20 on 10 about what the conversation actually was because it was how the response they gave. It was the response they gave to everything. It was very, I can't believe she said that. And why would she do this? And why would she do that? And then we started to get this trickle down into everything that played out after that.
You know what else?
Now, which one of y'all got a fan on this my question?
Yeah, I wish they knew. Another thing is that when they were at the Valentine party and you were and they had you on the phone and you said, "Well, help you out. Like, don't try me.
Right. The thing is that you know what? In that moment, it was so hard to make that scene because honestly, and they cut a lot of this out. Y'all, it was so much yelling and bickering going back and forth, and with you being on the phone, it's hard to get a word in. You cannot get a word in when everybody yelling and you on the phone. Yeah, they cut a lot of that out. You know, because of course they can't. They hate when we yell all at each other because they can't get clear audio. You know, so when she said that, I was kind of taken aback.
Yeah.
Mind you, I kind of felt some way after the Christmas party because I felt a different vibe. But I said, okay, maybe I was tripping. I mean, you know, but when she called me and said what she said at the Galentine event, I was like, oh, okay. So
And I like
that.
and I like your
Which I
response
should
to
know to
Tisha.
trust my intuition because my intuition be dead on.
On
But I just
point.
like I give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna
I
make
know.
you prove to me that it is what I think it is.
Mm-hmm. And I
So
like how
after
when
I know, I'm giving you chances.
I, I like your response when Tisha said you're on speaker, so tell the truth, and you were like, "Why would I do anything different?"
Exactly.
That's you, Tisha.
Right. I don't have to lie, and the lie never. My response never changed because the truth is the truth. It's the same today, tomorrow, next week, next month. You know. So, but yeah, I didn't like how he was acting with all of that either.
I'm like, well, I would say the same thing regardless of who was there or if I was on speakerphone or not. So, you know,
I have another.
I'm gonna definitely have a talk to y'all again after.
Definitely.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I've been on the phone with y'all like y'all my best friends.
I have another question. If you're
Okay,
able,
I'm gonna give y'all one more. Then I gotta go.
I promise you, I have a really, really good one.
Hold on, it's 1:36, 2:30, 3:30, 4:35. You ever count the amount of hours you gotta
Yeah.
wait?
Yes.
Hours, not 4.
I have a really, really good question. Being that Kimmy has come out and said that after she made that statement about Tisha, she said that the Scots were really, really mad with her. Do you think she went back and put 20 on 10 with the situation with you to get back in with the family to prove her loyalty to Tisha? And why is it that everybody have to prove their loyalty to Tisha, but Tisha can do underhanded stuff and is never held accountable?
First part to that question, I most definitely believe that that's a huge part of it. And maybe a huge part of it even being that Marie is like, look, we got to put up a strong alliance. We're Scots, you know?
I
And
understand that.
we can't have division shown amongst the family. And I agree with that. But
It should be on both sides.
Be honest and call fake face, because that's what I did like about Kimmy, the fact that she was non-violent.
Exactly. Me too.
And that she flipped that for me. So now I'm looking at her in a different way than I had before, and I hate that because, like I said, I really like Kimmy. So it's like that's the first part, of course. The second part, first part is like, yes, I definitely believe that. Second part, I believe that because Tisha whines a lot when she doesn't get her way, people like myself tend to cater to her feelings and emotions a little bit more.
To shut her up?
Yes. Because you don't want her. It's not hard to make her mad. You can do anything, she'll be mad at you. So it's like, I never forget, when we were in high school, and this is long ago, but we were in high school, guys. And one of the things, I had moved to Bessemer from Atlanta. My mom lived in Atlanta, so I had moved back to Bessemer. And that's when the first time me and Tisha went to high school together. I was in the 10th grade, she was in the ninth grade. And at first, I hung with Tisha and her friends because, they were pretty much the ones I knew. Because, of course, as soon as I got to Bethlehem, I started hanging with my cousin. She had a car, so, we always hung together. Well, Tisha used to do me dirty. Oh, my God. She used to do me dirty, y'all. Way different from how she did everybody else. It was like I was the one that she could flex on.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since she was the one with the car. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, when I got tired of that BS and I started developing my own friends, oh, she was pissed. I have letters at my childhood home to this day where teacher will write me, saying, since you got your own friends, you've been acting different and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And every time she did that, I always catered to her because I didn't want her to be bad. So it's just been a constant string of things like that and playing to her emotions and not wanting her to be upset that has caused people to, cater to and pander to her feelings.
That's why she don't like Mel, because Mel don't do that shit. She cut your ass out.
Right. Mel, Mel ain't gonna, Tisha, I hate you. Mel ain't like that. She's just not, she is really like a no F given, type chick. And, people are like, it's so funny to me. People are saying like, I can't wait till Mel do the same shit to you. You know what?
I divorced them a long time ago. I couldn't do it. Won't do it.
Well, Keke has sisters too.
Where she lacked in great.
Why is it like, oh, Kiki's trying to ruin our marriage and we never had those conversations
that you would get from a grandmother because they didn't have their own grandchildren. So I was a baby. But, like, Nolan heard me say this. I was like, the way your aunt acts is the way my paternal grandmother acts. And as I got older, I just decided I wasn't going to deal with that because it's too much. It's taxing on the mental.
I don't understand why. Back to the episode where it was Wanda's potatoes.
Ugh.
Before you walked in, the whole family had cornered Marceau, and you had, I think it was maybe one of your sisters who was talking about the cheating rumors and how he does Tisha as far as on the lives with being disrespectful. And it seems to me when you was like, I'm gonna tell everybody, like somebody was like, everybody was like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But before you got there, the whole family was cornering him about the cheating and everything. So I don't understand for the life of me, why is it like, oh, Kiki's trying to ruin our marriage and we never had those conversations when it seemed like Tisha has been having them conversations with everybody in y'all family. It seems like the family is well aware that Marceau ain't shit with them dentures.
Wait, does he have stuff on the family?
I'm sorry, Kiki. I don't mean no disrespect to you, but I feel like your cousin is cleaning a denture cup at night because them teeth ain't nobody gonna tell me them real teeth.
You want to at Marceau, take them.
Don't nobody feel. I'm sorry, can't nobody tell me them the teeth that he was born with after the baby teeth fell out. Can't nobody tell me them is dentures.
Girl, look. Now when you use that, don't be talking about she plagiarizing, taking
I'm
my
not.
stuff, because I'm not. Take it, okay?
I'm not, Kiki. Just give me a little shout out because I'm trying to grow my little channel. Just give me a little shout out.
I wish you would have said it before the reunion.
You should have
that would have been a good one.
But for me, when I watch this show, I'm not Team Mel. I'm not Team Tisha. I will say I have been openly Team Kiki. Everybody can tell you on this panel, even on my reviews, I have been Team Kiki from the beginning. I've even said when I was reviewing the episode, I said, I understand what Kiki was saying. Kiki ain't said nothing to Mel, but when Mel would have asked that question, I would have said, Mel, I know you and my cousin not, y'all not cool like that. So to keep confusion down between me and her, I'm not gonna answer that. I feel
And
like
you know
Mel
what?
was
I
trying to
agree with that.
clear her name, but I'm letting you know what I said before anybody be like, oh, Kiki, Nola said, Nola telling you
No, no,
what
no.
I said,
And that's
But
okay. I'm okay with people telling me their honest opinion.
but
I'm okay.
I
You
just
know,
don't
I want to
understand.
know.
I just
I
don't
like
understand.
people who are.
Right? I just don't understand why you being villainized, saying that yes, y'all had that conversation when it seems like the whole damn family done had this conversation with her.
Right. And you know what?
I'm gonna call
I
it how
should
I
have
see
said
it.
that.
Yeah.
Looking back,
That would have
I
made a
would,
real
I
man.
would have said something like that. But and if I could go back, I would say that. But in the moment, I just didn't think to say that. I don't know why. I just didn't think to say that in the moment.
Because you were trying to be so careful.
Look,
I
Kiki,
was.
if you can
I
see the comment,
overthought it, honestly. I feel like I overthought it.
if you can see the comments, House of the Princess said I had to put Nola in the corner defending Wanda. She did. She put me in the corner on the live because I was heated. I was heated like I was you, girl. When your auntie said what she said on Scotty Channel, that was the lowest of the low. Like even if that, and my personal opinion was, even if that was true, if your grandfather truly did feel that way, you don't make somebody. You don't put that out there for somebody. I just felt like that was just typical girl. She had me in the corner, arms folded with my finger on my mouth, a grown ass woman in the corner
Right.
on the
And
live.
that's why I had to jump in on that live. Now she could have said anything she wanted to about me. But when you get into talking about my mom and telling lies on my mom, let me say that. Telling lies on my mom. And all of that stuff, that hey, you crossing bounds. Don't do that. Don't
Can
do
I
that.
can I ask you one question, girl? It's real messy. I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie to you, it's messy.
Okay, y'all for real. This
I promise you, but this is another real good one because I gotta know.
okay.
Now your cousin, and I ain't even about to say nothing bad about your cousin. Your cousin likes to say Mel tried to ruin her marriage, right? And going by what she said when she said Mel and Martell is one, so she holds the statements that Martell made about Marcel cheating against Mel. I don't understand why she don't understand. Well, in that sense, her and Marcel became one, and Marcel was around here giving triple S slow money for Martell and helping him out with his cheating. Why doesn't she see it as since they are one, maybe to get back with Mel saying about Marcel or insinuating that Marcel is cheating is not Mel coming at her, but Mel coming back at Marceau. The get back is on him because he participated in the downfall of her marriage. If the two can be one for Mel and Martell, and his actions reflects against her, then Marceau's actions, by her definition, then Marceau's actions make them one, and your husband participated in the demise of her marriage.
That is so true. But
So
you know what? When it comes to them, they don't see it that way.
They hypocrites.
Because it's them. Exactly. Exactly. She
they
also
carry.
said, if y'all remember, she also said, um, when Marshall said, just because somebody said something doesn't mean that's true. And then she replied and said, what? Do y'all remember? If it's smoke, there's a fire somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of smoke around her house.
Isn't that when she started crying in the car because he made her apologize to him?
Girl.
No, but this was actually in the first season when they were talking about Mel and Marcel.
Ah, listen, I don't like Sir Titty Sweat. I don't like that man.
I think we
All right, y'all. Let me cut my camera back on. So from there we went very it went all the way left. If you want to see the rest, it is on Prosperity Thick Girls channel. But child, I think that morning we was on to like 6 in the morning. But child, we was telling other stories. Do anybody have any questions for me? You can type them up real quick. Um, oh shoot, about the interview. that we did with Kiki. Actually, it was thick interview, and we kind of just bombarded her interview, but she had dropped the link. Okay, so but I told y'all they had me asking the messy ass questions. They had me asking them messy ass questions that they wanted the answers to, but it was stuff I wanted the answers to as well. Go lay down, Pook. Y'all, my baby waiting for me. So let me see, is any questions? Cause stream y'all be delayed for us, but y'all be done been asking the questions. So ain't nothing coming up. Let me see. They did, Chris. They did have me asking them messy ass questions. It was all of them. What you say too, Feisty? I have a question. Y'all been messy all week long. Are y'all tired yet? Girl, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a break tomorrow. I ain't gonna be messy tomorrow. Maybe. It depends on what happened in these streets. You say, do I find her to be truthful? Yes, I find her to be truthful. Because like I said, we had conversation in DMs prior to me getting to talk to her in that moment, and it has always been consistent, and it has her story has never changed with me. So, typically if somebody's lying, they go, they kind of waver back and forth. You know what I'm saying? They kind of waver back and forth in their stories, and there's just little things that you pick up on. So because her story has always been consistent with me, I find her to be truthful. Yes. Then you had to leave and miss everything. I am so sorry, D Brown. But you can always go back on the playback, and oh yeah, like the video if y'all have not liked the video yet. It's been messy for about a solid 2 weeks, girl. Haven't it though? Good night, Candace Lane. I love you as well. I'm tired. I need a week off. Girl, too feisty. Me and you been rolling all day, all night. You typically on them night lives that keep me woke and keep me company while I'm at work. You and Relly. I appreciate y'all so much. What you said, the question. Do you think Kiki is looking for Tisha to validate her feelings? Ooh, the question. Now why you gonna do that to me? Um, I don't think she's looking for her to validate her feelings. I don't think she's looking for her to validate her feelings, but I do feel like she want them to have some conversation. I do feel like the same way she can say, "Yeah, I shouldn't have did that." I think she's looking for Tisha to have this, the same thing and admit where she went wrong at. Um, and then they can have a conversation from there. Like you can't go back and change the past, but you can have a conversation for the future. Exactly, really. I think she's looking for Tisha to take accountability. I think because she did say in that live in several lives, that's why she stopped talking to Tisha, because Tisha tells more so everything. And I think that she is wanting her to take accountability for that, because like if you my cousin and I come and talk to you about whatever it is, I'm coming to talk to you about, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to you and your husband. So therefore keep my business to your damn self. And I think had Tisha not let Marceau do the things that he do, or come at her the way he come at her, um, then I think they would probably be in a whole lot better of a place. Like that stuff with Wanda and that competition stuff. I think it bothers her, but at the end of the day, she's been conditioned to deal with that. That's been what they have been done all of their lives. But it's another thing if, you know what I'm saying, you around here telling my business to your husband, and then you go along with him, spread my business in the street, and then you try to act like y'all innocent, like they do. Play innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, my soul wouldn't have hopped up in my mother cousin face like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a damn how mad you are. You're not about to hop up in my cousin face like that. So I think she's looking for things like that to be acknowledged, if that answers your question. So I wouldn't tell Tisha nothing. She can't hold water from us. So exactly. Thank you. I so want her to be truthful. I'm afraid for her. The Scots want to utilize her to deflect from their inadequacy and lies. Listen, they have a well, Wanda have already proved to me that that they lied because they try to act like they didn't know Kiki was going on the show, and then Wanda busted them in a lie saying she didn't follow the game plan, meaning she didn't come on here and bash Mel and do what they wanted her to do. So therefore, we gotta try to trash her for sure. Okay, what you said. You can tell Kiki was raised differently from Tisha. Kiki was shown love. Tisha was taught survival. She needs to leave Tisha alone. I definitely think so, but I mean, there's some part of her that wants to have a relationship with her cousin. But I feel like until her cousin she either unfortunately, Kiki is going to have to either kiss the ring of Tisha or let it go. Because I don't see Tisha changing her feelings. It's definitely if Humpwig had better handle on her thick chick husband, Jesus, the relationship will be better. I definitely think so. Next season, I just want them to all let the chopper sing on all the Scott's businesses, girl. I don't know. I don't know. Exactly. Wanda said on one of her lives, we knew she was coming, but not to talk about Tisha. Exactly. So they can do what they want to do, but um, you better not defend yourself. You better not say nothing else. You better show ultimate loyalty to Tisha and Wanda, even when they show you none. And that's the craziest part about it to me. Like, don't expect me to be loyal to you when you are not loyal to me. But for some reason, they all have revisionist history and start at the response to their bullshit instead of the beginning with the bullshit that they caused. And with that being said, y'all, good night. I'll probably come to y'all tomorrow during the day with whatever's been going on through the week. We can do a little messy. We started the week off messy. We might as well end the week messy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know exactly what topics we're going to cover, so I'm be looking that up. But I will see you all tomorrow. Head over to Prosperity Thick Girls channel. She's doing the after party on her channel for this live. Who knows what we're going to talk about? But she better not bring up Destiny in that dress. Goddamn, because I'm just I don't want to talk about that dress no more. And with that being said, I love y'all. Good night. Scotty got everybody giving people peace.